somebody is really unwell. Okay. I've got somebody who's definitely depressed, somebody who is bipolar. All right, let me make a little room here. Somebody is, ouch, off their medication or refuses to be diagnosed at all. Okay. Getting the initial D is significant. Not yet. I may have to switch to smaller cards. The letter G. This is like, are we sick in the head because we have a sleep disorder? D. Depression. D. Deal with the devil. D. 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 Okay. 5 of Wands. Here we go. Somebody's house is haunted. Somebody's house is haunted. Okay, we've got the 5 of Wands upright. That's what's going on. Okay, so we know our main character is depressed, could be bipolar. Wow. Okay, we have the Chariot wanted to fly out sideways. So we've got some arguing. We've got some Saturnian energy. We got the Chariot sideways. I feel very agitated by this reading. I mean, it was agitating me like enough to disrupt something else I was doing when I was like, should I record something? Nah, I think I'll relax and make my dinner. Okay. Chariot sideways, if I look at this like a Celtic cross, if it flies out that way, I'm going to call it that way. Cancer energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as the challenge, we have something that's not moving forward, somebody that doesn't have the ability to keep it together, whatever it is, 2 factions, 2 warring factions, 2 different abilities, 2 different needs to get things done, 2 different frames of mind. That is a fracture in the mind. Arguments. So at the foundation, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely about money. So I'm not going to look at that yet because I still have one that flew over here. Something is about investment. Something's about property. Something's about stability, security, real estate, money. Somebody wants to control somebody else's money. Somebody wants to control all the money. Okay. So this is one I'm going to turn for. All right. So this looks like a Celtic cross. It's going to go that way. So in the fading influence in the past here, we have the Lovers card. Somebody made a poor choice in a love relationship that somehow is involved with finances. Somebody got married for money. Somebody married for real estate. Somebody got married to try to, or made a partnership. Remember, marriage can be like a partnership. It's an agreement of some kind, although if we see certain cards, we're going to decide whether or not this is a romantic situation, although people have different types of couplings now, But there's something about the trust issue, something about conflict, something about disconnected. All right. A detached union, no warmth. Okay, so for the crowning influence, we got the 8 of Wands. That's what was flying in. Something is changing quickly. Something about the real estate. Something about the fighting. Something about the detached emotion, lack of emotion. Somebody, I'm telling you that somebody's divorcing. Okay. Somebody wants to break off this deal, this arrangement, this deal with the devil. Somebody who's not on medication. Somebody who refuses to get a proper diagnosis or gnosis. Somebody could be Gnostic. I was going to say that. I don't know if these characters are Gnostic. Okay. So what's coming up here ahead that we cannot really fight? Boy, I'm getting that. You've lost that love and feeling. You never close your eyes. Okay, so no, it's beyond that. This is like war to me. This feels like war. All right. Okay. Nothing's coming out yet. Let's bread and butter ya. Ooh, I already see a King of Cups and two Pentacles, but of course they don't, if they don't pop out. I think I'm just going to throw this reading out there because this is a lot. 9 of Swords in reverse on the split with the same King of Cups. Somebody's like, I'm out of here. I don't like this. This is too much for me. I'm too sensitive. But with these cards there, I don't know if I can believe this King of Cups. Now, if you were involved with one of these people or these partners, whoa, there it is. News coming in, Page of Wands. So somebody's feeling good about this, feeling optimistic. Ah, where do we put you? I'm going to set you here. I'll tell you what it is. So somebody's feeling good about whatever is changing quickly. Somebody's saying, I made the wrong choice. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to move along. But you know what I don't like with this fighting? I don't see any concrete rupture here, you guys. So if one of you is dealing with somebody who went off to be with somebody else and made a decision to not choose you, you know what I have to say about that. They didn't choose you then don't let them near you now. What for? But somebody feels enthusiastic about their fighting and about, this is weird, about this wanting to communicate, I made a mistake, because the next card is a Knight of Cups upright. So somebody's like, I made a mistake. And so I want to announce with my full chest that I love you. And I'm kind of sorry. Like we would say, I'm sorry, gonna excuse me. Uh-huh. There's an offer, there's an invitation. Somebody's taking action. They're both facing the right and the Lovers in reverse on the left. But interesting, we see that 5 of Wands, a lot of fighting, but there's not a whole lot of love anywhere. So somebody's trying to make an offer. Maybe for some of you, this isn't a love offer. Maybe somebody chose somebody else for a particular job and they're like, I'm so sorry. But I don't believe that either. Don't believe that either. Okay, so before we clarify, come on, tell us what's going around this offer that doesn't make any sense. Somebody could be offering something to a Scorpio. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, offering something to you. The message could be coming from a fire sign. Oh, yes. So the cards surrounding the energy of that Knight of Pentacles is the 6 of Pentacles. So somebody's like, I really screwed up. I either want to offer you the job. I want to offer you the money. I want to pay you back what I owe you. Bitch better have my money. Or this is like, I'm so sorry I did you so wrong. Let me make it better. And, you know, then a community or a tribe or other is like, what the hell? After I've already put on a blanket myself, after I've found my scraps to eat and recreated my life. Okay. So what is, I don't even know whose perspective this is yet. Okay, so far I think this is a perspective of a confused individual who could be bipolar. This is somebody could have some kind of schizoaffectation. Okay. Give us something along the lines of a hope and a fear, although I think it's going to be diluted. If this, there it is, the star. Because I don't see anybody here yet. I just see one frame of mind among many frames of mind. Okay, so we have the star card. Uranus, very surprising, very, you know, like, I'm just going to change my mind and do something different, but this is my dream. You are my dream. It is my dream. This is my hope and wish. Or I want to heal. Please help me. Maybe the 6 of Pentacles is somebody saying, please help me. Woo! Boy, that's almost like, it's the soul train. Okay, we have a character here now. Bless it all. I don't want it to be this, but it is. Okay, so the card that's going to fly out as the outcome from the first character's perspective is the Nine of Cups. Somebody says, please, I need you. My head is sick and broken. I chose wrong. I am now arguing. I'm sorry, I argued with you. I made a rash decision. I come in bearing a little wand, and please let me speak my piece because I also come bearing a little cup. And everybody's like, wow, this man is crazy. And I know it's a man because I got the King of Wands. And now he is upright. We've got to give him some credit. But we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. So I've got a man that says, I'm leaving all these people behind. This is a King of Wands, so it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know that it doesn't have to be. But he says, I'm leaving my family. I'm leaving the family home. I'm leaving the family compound. And I want to come towards you, not only with pentacles, but with cups. In fact, I'm going to leave the cups. And I'm going to come toward you. Okay, let's see if we can get any information about... I know where I'll put these cards. Okay, so we're going to put him over here with his, we'll call it his animus and anima. Okay, so this is what he thinks he's done. All right. Let's see. Who is he moving toward? You guys, if this is your reading, you have a crazy man coming towards you. And I don't know what I would do with this. And I can't project onto you what I would do. I can make suggestions while you're listening to me. He's going to, oh boy. On the split, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and we've got the Three of Pentacles. I've got a man or a very masculine woman. You know how to do this. Flip it, switch it, and reverse it. I don't want to sing the song because then I'll get completely distracted. Gotta show me how you're gonna work it. Okay. I think he's coming toward a woman that he screwed over. Isn't that always the way? Oh my gosh, I made a mistake. Did ya? Okay. Make your bed, right? Okay, so tell us about who he is riding toward in his chariot under the canopy of stars, all right? Boy, they don't want to pop out this way. This is kind of also a heavy deck. So then I grab them in a different orientation just to see if I could take the weight off my hands. Doesn't want to make a sound. All right. Okay, so who are you coming toward and why? Oh, too many cards. Too many. Oh, damn it. I had to look. Okay, now the two that weren't in the wrong orientation, we're going to take them. So the first card was Seven of Cups. So the Y is presenting the, before who he's going toward. And then the Devil. So this man says, oh my gosh, I was tricked, confused, illusion. I was seduced. I was weak. I'm a Capricorn, or I'm just the devil. I think you're the devil. Okay, so he's the devil incarnate. All right. But what do I know? So he says, I was confused. I was tempted. I'm still kind of tempted, but I'm no longer confused. Ugh. Okay, tell us about how you got to that state. And I'm going to give you just a few more minutes because, dude, I'm not taking very long with you. I will tell you that. Okay. Okay, because he says fish in a cup. Two guys, one cup. Two girls, one cup. So I've got the fish in the cup. I got the Page of Cups. He says, I want to come in and make this offer because I made the offer to the wrong person. Did you? Okay, who cares? That's what history is called. That's history. History gets written and then literally put away in the annals of time. Somebody likes anal. I mean, I'm gonna have to say that, you know. Somebody's on the down low. I don't know that. I don't see any symptoms yet. I mean, when you see the devil, you gotta know that there could be something very unconventional happening, or something literally of sexual perversion type happening. Okay, so you made the offer to the wrong person. That was a hair flying. Okay, wait, I got hair flying. Somebody's a plier. Okay, so we've got in the past teamwork, 3 of Pentacles. So, you know, another Capricorn card, Aries. Apprenticeship, somebody is studying, somebody sure was working on something. He says, I collaborated with the wrong people. Could have been a death in the family. That's the basement. 3 of Pentacles, basement, mausoleum. Think about the catacombs in France. All right. Somebody says, I was confused and I was just really busy working on these catacombs after having made this wrong decision. Ah, damn it all. Yep. Got the Hierophant. I shit you not. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. Somebody says, I even took it so far that I married this person. It's in the upright. And in the card for the near future, there in front of that, if you follow me the way I'm doing this, Celtic Cross, I get the 10 of Wands in reverse. This is an insurmountable problem. I know you're going, and this is a Sagittarius card, Sagittarius. Saturn energy, Sagittarius energy. This man over here, shut up and look the other way. We don't want to talk to you. This man says, you know, I know I'm beating a dead horse talking to you because you don't want to listen to me. I resign myself to my fate, but it's my fault because 10 of Wands in reverse is what? 10 of Wands in reverse means I've been trying to control everything, including her, him, you, everybody. I'm just a control freak. Boy, on the split, we've got the Knight of Swords and the Magician. Woo! Do we not trust you? No, we don't. Now, the Magician was in the uplight, but every time I see the Magician, I just know that you got some tricks up your sleeve or something right up your ass to go along with it. Yes, sir. All right, so you want to drop this burden on top of my beautiful collective and whomever it is you screwed over and literally got married, but it looks to me that you're not divorced either. Woo! Okay, tell us about what's happening now with that Knight of Cups. I can't talk. The Knight of Cups. 2 guys in a cup. I don't know, man. My head is thinking that this is like a whole lot of perversion. I don't know. Do we have the strippers in the room? Do we have the prostitutes in the house? What do we have? What do we have? You know, is there a crime going to present itself? Because this is the way that I'm feeling. Okay, tell us about that Knight of Cups in this fictional storytelling. What does he want, man? Because we don't... Do you want it? We don't want it. We likes it warm and wiggly. Wow. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Oh, no. Gosh, what are we getting? No, he's crazy. This is a crazy man. We get the 10 of Cups. The Mirage card, you could say. This man is coming in to say, I chose wrong. I married the wrong person because I'm stupid. And I come in telling you that because I'm a control freak and I couldn't control you and I wanted to control everybody but not myself, I now approach you as the Knight of Cups, which means I don't know shit. And I want to offer you the 10 of Cups, which I can't even, I don't even have strong enough muscles emotionally to hold them up to you. All right, you know, it sounds like I'm being mean. Some of you are going to be like, oh, yes, please, let him come toward me because I've been waiting. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. All right, so what does it look like for hopes and fears? Oh, no, we're still at what the community and people around would think, you know. I'm thinking that he needs to have some imaging in the area of his frontal lobe. Okay. Come on. On the split, 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands. He says, I walked away from that other situation that was so wrong because I was so confused. Uh-huh. And now I'm 9 of Wandsing it, and I'm 9 of Wandsing my way back to you, babe. Yeah. He's like, I'm afraid of that person that I made the mistake of marrying or entering into some type of traditional or conventional or conforming marriage, a commitment. I'm afraid of him or her. Probably her, because that's a him. And what does it look like to the community? 9 of Pentacles. The community says he's going to try to give you some money. Not a whole lot of money, but some. Well, that's some money. That's another Capricorn card, another Saturn influence. That's the Knight of Pentacles. That also means that somebody's they're saying, I've been patient. I know you've been patient. I know that I have persevered as you are persevering. Unexpected sources of money. This is a man who says, everybody says that time heals all wounds. And that now I am a trustworthy boy. And did you see me working real hard? No, we didn't see you doing anything because we were out here living a life. And look at the goals that I have reached. See my shiny pentacle on my Knight of a Horse. No, honey, we don't play with knights. Okay? Some of you might be at the stage where you're playing with knights because, of course, some of you are very young. And everybody has a chance to grow and evolve. And then when you get to certain ages, like we're beyond that. Okay, so tell us what the... Wait, where are we at? Hopes and fears type of energy. What is he afraid of? And then we're going to decide 22 minutes. I think we'll go to 30, right? I didn't want to go that long, but the story is telling itself. Okay, so what is the ultimate outcome? We know that whoever he's moving toward, which she has not shown up here at all. He is moving toward a ghost for all we know. Somebody who isn't even where he thought she was last. Or at all. For all he knows, she could be in an arrangement, an engagement, or a marriage that she's not telling anybody about. Okay, just because it looks like you're alone doesn't mean you are. Okay. Some people are just busy. Some people are Sigma females, okay? Okay. Oh, no. Well, we see the World card, number 21, again with the Saturnian energy. He says, you are everything to me. I will travel towards you. I will complete this cycle of wish fulfillment if I can possess you. He says, you are my Alpha and my Omega. You are my eagle. You are my lion. You are the bull that will completely stick it right up my ass if I don't behave. And you're also the wind. So, okay, so now I'm not going to switch decks because this one's talking just fine. On the split, the Fool, Knight of Wands. So off it goes. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Off to her I go. And what she will do with my head, I don't know. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Okay. I hope this individual gets some help. He thinks that the woman's going to heal her, but did you notice that we have no one else but him? These are all things he's doing in his mind for all we know because he's not well. Okay, on the split, Empress reverse, 8 of Pentacles reverse. He's left the false Empress behind, the Empress reverse, and he's no longer working on it. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in the upright and the High Priestess in my right hand. He says, I'm going toward my High Priestess who still hasn't appeared in the reading yet. And I'm leaving behind this mess that's making me feel like I'm out in the cold in the Siberian wilderness away from my high priestess. So now the person you're going toward is a high priestess, and she has exceeded the level of empress. Wow, she won't even come out. She's not coming out. And on the split, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups in my right hand. He's positive he's going to go toward this person. But again, we see nothing. No cards are popping. I think the person he's moving toward, if that's you, collective, is resistant. Ooh. I mean, like, think about what he did. Who would want that? Okay. Come on. Okay. Let's talk about who he's moving toward and why she refuses to come outside. Come outside. Okay. Wow. I'm going to take them because I got literally the high priestess. Then crossing her, I've got the Two of Swords, and the foundation, Seven of Swords, and in the fading, the Ace of Cups. So the high priestess is here. High priestess says, I know what you're doing. I can feel you. Not that I want to, but I know what you're doing. The high priestess is crossed by the Two of Swords. That's the maybe card. That's a Libra card. A Libra could be involved. This is the stalemate. She's sitting on the fence, or somebody's sitting on the fence, or she's been forced to make difficult decisions under stressful conditions. Maybe she is torn between two relationships and divided by loyalty, or this is what he's caused her to be, literally sitting there like, I don't know what's going on, but I will blindfold myself and decide to never decide again. Covering the solar plexus with the Two Swords, making no decision, wanting no information. Holy shit. Hang on just a second, sorry. Okay, Ten of Swords for the top. Okay, so at the foundation with that Seven of Wands, the person that the King of Wands is moving toward, or wants to, if he ever gets off his ass. Again, this could be imagination, but we're starting to see some storyline here, is the Seven of Wands. She's been standing up for her beliefs, fighting in her corner, protecting herself, defending herself. She's been challenging, opposing. She's been using every ounce of herself to literally fight in the 3D world. In the fading influence, she knew that there was the offer of love at some point with the holy wafer, the sacrament in the dove's mouth, and that's in the fading influence. Somebody's a Scorpio, somebody could be a Pisces, somebody could be a Cancer. We definitely, of course, have water here. So in the past, there was a new beginning, a new relationship, a new romance, a new offer, a celebration, perhaps a pregnancy, feelings, and then boom, in the crowning influence, we have the Ten of Swords, the no card. You have a sun in Gemini, could be the sun in Gemini. Somebody backstabbed her, somebody betrayed her, somebody put a curse on her. She hit rock bottom and a dead end. She severed her ties, said goodbye, and said, you put the swords in my back and I put the nail in the coffin on you. Okay. Damn, what a story. Wow. Okay, so for the near future, what does she see in her future? Because we're kind of trying to look at it from her eyes. What do we see from her perspective in the near future? Remember, she doesn't know. She says nothing. If she knows something, she doesn't say it. If she doesn't know something, she wouldn't tell you. Let me turn this on. Sorry. Okay. Oh. Ooh, damn. Okay, in the near future for this high priestess, she sees nothing but the death card and has her back turned to where I have set the King of Wands to my left on the other side of the work table. She says, I don't care. The answer is no. This is a Scorpio. This is Venus in Scorpio, perhaps. Venus energy, Scorpio energy, spiritual transformation. She says, I let go. I ended it. I changed. I transitioned. Yes, it was unexpected. There was an upheaval. It ended. I released it. I cleansed it. I purged it. I flipped it and I reversed it. I revitalized it. I stripped away the worthless matter. I liberated myself through Purgation. She completely transmuted the entire situation and said, you put swords in my back, all 10 of them. All right, sweetheart, here's the coffin nail. I only need one to seal it off, and you are history. Okay, so now what happens? And we don't know if this man is coming toward her or not, but we know that he is a coward. He chooses wrong, but he also is a backstabber. Even though he's in the upright now, we don't know what he was before because we didn't ask to go into that kind of history. We just took the story and went with it. 30 minutes, 9 seconds. All right, let's wrap this up and we will render a verdict here. What happens now? Let's get her perspective. She says, this thing's over, man. This isn't the past. All right, so the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She says, you will not bring me insecurity and instability. That's over. She says, I am not a lazy person, but I do have my suspicions. You make me feel insecure. You will cause me to neglect my responsibilities and distract my ass. No. Uranus and Virgo. I think I see a typo on this. That's a typo. I love typos. Oh, you know, that's my Virgo rising. Sorry. I look at that and I just cringe. Okay, so we all make them. I will keep them just to remind myself I'm not perfect because I'm never going to be. Okay, so what is the, that didn't flip. What does the surrounding energy look like? She, you know, there she is chilling saying, I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to let somebody come and destabilize everything I've worked hard for. Okay. There it is. So, yeah, he's coming toward her. That son of a bitch is coming toward her. We've got the Knight of Wands now facing toward the center of the reading. So, Knight of Wands, yes card, Mars card. So, here's somebody making hasty, quick decisions, ambition, generosity, somebody who's like very, wandy. Okay, maybe he wants to give her the wand. He doesn't necessarily want to shove the wand into her, but he wants to talk to her about the wand and negotiate and debate. And, you know, this is somebody who, like, he probably wants her so bad because she doesn't want him. And he knows this. So to him, that's just a challenge. Now, the card that was for the hopes and fears is the transition card, the Six of Swords. So she says, oh, I see you coming, motherfucker. Okay, I'm sorry. I see you coming. And what you want to do is Six of Swords me. You are trying to Six of Swords me. You are trying to get me to go back to the place I was or to be in the position I was when you put me on a little raft and took me out into the middle of the water and, you know, then Six of Sworded me out there. She's very heightened in her awareness and knows that this is going back. In fact, in the art I'm looking at, yep, she's even got her head down with her little child. And this man is like, yeah, let me sneak her away again and see if I could trap her. You're trying to trap her. You're trying to trap our high priestess. Can't trap a high priestess. Okay, so what's the outcome here from her perspective? Oh, you bounced. That's good. The Magician. She's exactly what I'm saying. The Magician, the way that it's presenting there with the Six of Swords and I just said you can't trap her. You can't trap the high priestess because she's all the queens. She's the empress. She is the counterpart to that Hierophant. Okay, there's no way that somebody who's of a lowly caste or rank can do this because this is a spiritual rank, not a lowly earthly rank, not a family rank, not a military rank, not something 3D. She has exceeded that. She's 5D. She is 7D. This is not something that this man understands. Okay, what just turned over? Queen of Cups here in the physical world and Three of Wands. She says, I'm going to use my intuition. I see you. And she is looking forward to doing something else like traveling, moving abroad, which of course that would be good for everybody. Foreign land. She's got foresight. She's moving confidently forward. She's happy with the choices that she has made. She's working hard. It's paying off. And she's experiencing life with all its ups and downs and tribulations and triumphs. Okay, one card to tell us what's going to happen if this man approaches this woman in the 3D. Holy crap. I mean, you just can't write this. The story literally, there it is. I get 2 cards, so I'm going to honor them. You guys are going to have to make up your mind. Because I get the 7 of Pentacles when I say, what's going to happen if he shows up? Well, I think he's going to have to wait because she's probably not going to answer him at all. Because next to him, the next card, I'm going to have to take a picture of this, is the 9 of Pentacles. She's looking the other way. He's like, I'm going to keep making investments over here. And she's looking away in the other direction saying, yeah, and I'm busy enjoying what I already worked at. You're going to have to do the shadow work now and go play with your coins, will you? Love you guys.
Ma fede fulmine e le